Life throws storms our way. We face challenges and uncertainties. It's easy to get caught up in fear and worry. But there's a source of strength we can always rely on, our faith in God. When we trust in God, we find peace amidst the storms. We know He is with us, guiding us every step of the way. His love is a beacon of hope, reminding us that we are never alone. It's like being caught in a fierce storm, the wind howling, the waves crashing. But you're safe inside a sturdy ship. You might feel the storm's fury, but you trust the ship to see you through. That's what trusting God is like. He is our refuge, our shelter in times of trouble. Remember the story of Moses parting the Red Sea? The Israelites were trapped, with the sea ahead and the enemy closing in. Fear could have paralyzed them, but Moses trusted God. He raised his staff, and God parted the waters, making a way where there seemed to be none. When we face our own Red Seas in life, let's remember Moses' trust. Let's focus on God's power, not the size of our problems. Let's trust that He will make a way for us, even when we can't see it. Faith is more than just believing. It's about acting on that belief, even when things seem impossible. Jesus said, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. When we have faith in God, we tap into His unlimited power. We might face mountains of fear, doubt, or sickness. These challenges can seem insurmountable, but with faith, we can speak to those mountains and command them to move. We can declare God's promises over our lives and watch them come to pass. Think about the story of David and Goliath. Goliath was a giant, a symbol of impossible odds. But David, a young shepherd, faced him with unwavering faith in God, and with God's help he defeated the giant. David's faith didn't make him fearless. It gave him the courage to face his fears, knowing God was with him. We all have our own Goliaths to face. But remember, God is bigger than any giant we might encounter. When we face our challenges with faith, we activate God's power in our lives. We become overcomers not because of our own strength, but because of the strength we find in Him. God's word is full of promises for those who trust in Him. He promises to fight our battles. He promises to make the impossible possible. He promises to provide for our needs. And He promises to turn our pain into purpose. These are not just empty words. They are powerful declarations of God's love and faithfulness. When we stand on these promises, we open ourselves up to experiencing His blessings in our lives. When we're weak, He promises to be our strength. When we're confused, He promises to guide our steps. When we're afraid, He promises to be our peace. And when we feel lost, He promises to be our shepherd, leading us to green pastures. These promises are not dependent on our circumstances. They are dependent on our God, who never changes, and whose love never fails. When we trust in Him, we can face any situation with confidence, knowing that He is with us, fighting for us, and working all things together for our good. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience. We all question, we all wonder. But doubt doesn't have to paralyze us. When doubt creeps in, we can choose to turn to God's word and His promises. We can choose to focus on His faithfulness instead of our fears. Faith is a choice we make every day. It's a decision to trust God even when we don't see the whole picture. It's about taking that step of faith, knowing that He will catch us. When we surrender our doubts and fears to God, we open the door for Him to work in our lives. We create space for miracles to happen. We break free from the limitations of our own understanding and step into the realm of God's unlimited possibilities. Let's make a commitment to pray together, to lift each other up in faith, and let's share our testimonies, our stories of God's goodness and faithfulness. When we hear how God is moving in the lives of others, our own faith is strengthened. We are reminded that we are not alone in our journey. We are all part of something much bigger than ourselves, a community of faith bound together by God's love.